Alikumara pola munajinka ngole bunyata. Qur'anu bajita kila kangarabola. Alikumara bola munajinka ngole bunyata. Qur'anu bajita kila kangarabola.
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وسلم تسليما كثيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, welcome to the weekly Arabic lessons. In this episode, we will study the types of words in Arabic language. الكلمات الموجودة في لغتنا العربية تنقسم إلى 3 أقسام. All the words in Arabic language, they are divided into 3. وهي اسم وفعل وحرف. They are noun, اسم is a noun, وفعل and a verb, and وحرف and a particle. In other words, all the words in Arabic language, they are either an ism, that is a noun, a fi'l, a verb, and a harf, or a particle. For example, under ismun, under a noun, we have waladun, a boy. And then under a verb, we have dhahaba, he went. And under a particle, we have fi, which means in. It is important for the students of Arabic to know this. All the words in Arabic language, they are categorized into 3. They are either an ism, that is a noun, fi'lun, a verb, and harfun, a particle. So this is important for all the students of knowledge to understand. Before learning any subject in Arabic language, this is a very good introduction for you to understand that all the words in Arabic language, they are into this, divided into 3 categories. Also, we have 2 types of sentences in Arabic language. We have al-jumlatul ismiyya, a nominal sentence, and al-jumlatul fi'liyatu, the verbal sentence. Al-jumlatul ismiyya hiya kullu jumlatin bada'at bismin. A nominal sentence in Arabic language is any sentence that begins with a noun. For example, هذا ولد, this is a boy. هذا ولد, this is a boy. It is a nominal sentence. وهي مركبة من مبتدأ وخبر. It is composed of mubtada and khabar. Mubtada means the subject of the sentence, and khabar means the adjective. It's the one describing or qualifying the noun. It is called khabar. It is one describing or qualifying the noun or the subject of the sentence. And this is the role of the khabar. So the jumlatul ismiyya, the nominal sentence, it is any sentence that begins with a noun. For example, هذا ولد. هذا is a noun because it is ismul ishara, a demonstrative noun. And waladun, it is the khabar. It is the one giving us more information about the subject, about the mubtada. The other type of sentence is the verbal sentence, commonly known as al-jumlatul fi'liyya. وهي كل جملة بدأت بفعل. It is any sentence that begins with a verb. For example, ذهب محمد. Muhammad has gone. So this is an example of a verbal sentence. It is an example of al-jumlatul fi'liyya, the verbal sentence. وهي مركبة من فعل وفاعل. It is composed of the fi'l, which is the verb, وفاعل, and the door of the action. فعل means a verb, and وفاعل, فاعل means the doer of the action, is the one who does the action. So dhahaba Muhammadun, Muhammad has gone. The fi'l, which is the verb, is dhahaba. And then fa'il, it is Muhammad, is the one who does the action. So any sentence that begins with a verb is what we call jumlatul fi'liya. And these are the two types of sentences we have in Arabic language. And the first one is jumlatul ismiya, a nominal sentence, وهي كل جملة بدأت باسم. It is any sentence in Arabic language that begins with a noun. وهي مركبة أو مكونة من مبتدأ وخبر. It is composed of mubtada and khabar. These are the two that's supposed to be collected to have a complete jumlatul ismiya. For the jumlatul fi'liya, وهي كل جملة بدأت بفعل. It is any sentence in Arabic language that begins with a verb. وهي مركبة أو مكونة من فعل وفاعل. It is composed of the fi'l, the verb, and fa'il, the one who does the action, the doer of the action. So any sentence in Arabic language, it is either jumlatul fi'liya or jumlatul ismiya. It is either a verbal sentence, jumlatul fi'liya, or a nominal sentence, jumlatul ismiya. So it is important to note all these things. In a nutshell, we have, or in a summary, we have mentioned that all the words in Arabic language, they are either ism, a noun, a fi'l, a verb, and a harfun, a particle. And any sentence in Arabic language also, it is either jumlatul ismiya or jumlatul fi'liya. Jumlatul ismiya, it means the nominal sentence, which is composed of the mubtada, the subject, and the khabar, that is the adjective. For example, هذا ولد or هذا بيت, this is a house. So هذا is the mubtada, it is the subject of the sentence, and baytun is the khabar, is the one giving you information about هذا. For the jumlatul fi'liya, the verbal sentence, it is any sentence that begins with a verb. For example, ذهب محمد. We also have in the Quran, ضرب الله. All these are jumlatul fi'liya. Each one of them is classified to be a verbal sentence. For example, when you say daraba, it is the verb. And who does the action? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is important for all the students to know these important separations between the words and also the sentences in Arabic language. Inshallah, in our next episode, we will discuss about hada, which is very important for these learners. And also the book we are going to use is the Madina Islamic University books, Arabic books, Madina Islamic University. يعني اللغة العربية لغير ناطقين بها, Arabic language for non-native speakers. We are going to use the book with the Arabic text. And then we encourage the students also to learn the hurufs, the alphabets in Arabic language, so that they can follow the book correctly. And students will be referred to each page, and all the exercises should be solved by the students. We will guide you how to solve them, and then we will give you the basics, principles of this Arabic language, and we will learn it with the grammar, because understanding Arabic grammar will help you understand or better understand the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam. Wa sallallahu ala nabina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in.
Ni ya safono ika sutese ala tento sariya wala londolu ye safenin arabola. Tafsiru tawhidu fiqhoni usululu nyunu bete koile mafoisa tarabola.